You join us here midway through day 3. In the previous video we travelled from Minehead to Abergavenny. Continuing with the day now, we are travelling towards Shrewsbury via the incredible Gospel Pass. 21 miles of slippery, muddy, gravel, tight, twisty tracks that reaches about 1800 feet at its peak and is absolutely stunning. I may have been a little distracted by all the road closed signs and led the pack down the wrong road towards a dead end. I then had to suffer the embarrassment and the looks on their faces as I had to trundle back past them. We are taking the route from the Half Moon Inn, heading towards Hay-on-Wye. A vehicle heading towards us thankfully stopped and informed us that despite all of the road closed signs, it was still passable, quote, if we were brave. It turns out a recent storm had wiped out half of the road leading towards the peak, and although some ad hoc repairs had been made, there was still about a 200-foot drop off the side, should you get it wrong. But this was meant to be a challenge, and I'm pretty sure that we could face anything. So on we rode. We finally emerged from the tree-covered twisty lanes to see the landscape open up beautifully. The mountains towered and the valleys tumbled away. It was a stunning view. The biggest challenge we faced on these roads was the ever-changing surface. It went from wet and slippery, to muddy and slippery, to loose gravel and debris, but also the tight twisty roads would often hide a car going way too fast coming around the corner. And when you add in drivers who have no idea how to use a passing place, things get very scary indeed. The problems that had plagued my GoPro cameras struck again. As we pulled into the car park at the top of Gospel Pass, I realised the front camera had stopped working. I eventually diagnosed the problem and recommend that nobody tries to plug a power bank into a GoPro. I was hoping it would stop the useless batteries from running out every 5 minutes, but it seems it just stops it working altogether. So a big thank you to Vicky Horton for sharing her footage of Gospel Pass. I'm now just going to let you enjoy the descent as we continue our way to Shrewsbury. Hello, Facebook. Okay, so we are now at our second to last stop at the Three Fishes on Byston Hill. We're stopping here for some food and a much needed drink. Today has been absolutely off the charts, but I could just say that anyway and just be lying. So instead, let's get some words of wisdom. How did you get on today, Kev?
Oh, brilliant. Now it's over with. Looking back, it was fantastic.
And what do you think about Gospel Pass?
Good.
Gary? Gary? Look at this. Look at the state of poor old Rock Daddy.
I'm knackered, but I enjoyed it.
No, seriously, it was a scary ass road, and this dude has got a nail in his tyre and still managed to bring the bike home. Okay, over here then, he's actually starting to talk now, so we'll have to change his name from Silence because he's now talks a bit. Derek, come on, mate. Your smile at the end of that road, dude. What do you think of Gospel Pass?
Yeah, it was good.
Tell us about the dodgy bit. What was it all about?
Over them bumps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hard work, that was.
Basically, the road is closed because there was a landslide. So they've repaired it by basically dumping a load of soil over where the hole was. So we had to ride over this stuff. And Tooney, explain it, man.
I've got a sore arse from you riding my bike.
Yeah, well,
Hang on, let me rephrase that.
I was going to say, I asked you to explain the damage to Gospel Pass, not anything else.
Oh, no, seriously. I'm looking over Vic's shoulders like this where I can. Because bear in mind, I can only look over one shoulder, because if I look over the other shoulder, I can't see anything. So I'm looking over, there's just bumps like that. No overlap, they're like this, man.
I'm just going to interrupt Alan having a chat and be a bit rude. You're joining us tomorrow, mate.
Yeah, I'm joining you tomorrow.
Sadly, you couldn't do Gospel with us today.
No, I could not do gospel. I had to put tyres on.
See, there's me thinking you deliberately avoided it because you know how scary it is.
Well, I do know how scary it is.
So,
But it wasn't raining today.
so let's go to our resident mechanic, as he now is. Dude,
I look feral as anything in that.
you were
Yeah.
You were flying on that little bike of yours, man. I was
Oh,
quite
yeah.
jealous. You were taking those things like a BMX racer. It was just like ridiculous. What do you think of Gospel?
Oh, great. I'd love to go back.
Feel free to answer in your native tongue, but no one will understand you. What did you think of Gospel?
Well, that was tough. I cannot feel my bum. But it was really good.
The best bit for me, like, summed up how tough that road was. I mean, it is a nasty, hard road, and I also led them up the wrong way, and had to try and turn the bikes around, but we don't talk about that. But when we got to the top, Jorge kind of got off his bike and then just collapsed into the grass at the side of the verge and disappeared.
There is a picture.
Yeah.
I think.
I'll put that picture up on the rock group later on. But yeah, he just literally collapsed on the floor. It was awesome. So we'll go over this side. We'll go to James first because he's still nursing a bit of a busted bike. How did you get on, dude?
Yeah, all right. Wouldn't recommend doing it on a sports bike. But yeah, if you can handle it on a sports bike, you can handle it on anything.
Oh, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, it wasn't bad in the end. Bit sore, you know, a few knots and aches.
Shoulders,
and
I'm
pains,
guessing.
but yeah, wrists and yeah.
And
all
has the
good.
bike held up?
Yeah, it's held up really well.
And has the cap fixed the problem?
We didn't change.
Oh,
the
you didn't
cap.
change it
No.
then? Well, hang on a minute. So this morning, right, we went halfway around bloody God knows where in Minehead and through the weirdness Lord of the Rings style back roads to get this bloody little metal cap, and they've not even fitted it. Oh, I tell you what, tomorrow we're doing a worse road than Gospel for that. That's punishment. All right, here we go then. The legend that is Cav, because this dude is... I might actually have to show you his bike in a minute. It's like a tank. It's huge. So it looks quite slight, but let me tell you, this bloke must be built like Schwarzenegger under those leathers, because when we tried to turn his bike round earlier, it took about 4 of us. Cav, how did you find it, man?
F***ing awesome.
See, that's all I wanted from any of these boys is that. Just say it again.
F***ing awesome.
And would you turn around and do it again? All right, let's go over here. Hey, Kitty.
Hi.
You got a little bit stressed out, didn't you? Oh, you look so pretty. Look at that. You got a bit stressed out today, didn't you, darling? Hey, Mum.
I've added up the total for yesterday and today.
Yes. Why does your hair look so amazing?
I don't know, because
Is it like a L'Oreal commercial, babe?
I'm backlit, probably. We have made in the last 2 days £205.
That's pretty. That's just in the donation
That's
box.
just in the donation bucket.
Yeah, tomorrow we have got Snowdonia. I'm so excited for that. Look at Gary yawning. Gary, you excited for Snowdonia tomorrow, dude? Yeah. But all of these roads that we are doing, we're trying to find the best roads that we can find. The downside of that is that we're incredibly tired and incredibly achy. So that is the challenge, really, just to keep riding. So tomorrow we are looking forward to Llanberis Pass, Penne Pass, and then we've got a long ass slog up to Milne Thorpe. So yeah, we don't get a rest tomorrow either. It's one of the longest days tomorrow. It's an early start. I'm at the Three Fishes. I can't find their flag or their logo, so I'm just going to say it's the Three Fishes at Bison Hill. They are very kindly let us gate crash this little area down here, so we're all sat down here having a drink. They're also really kindly letting us have a breakfast here in the morning as a meet-up, and then we've got a really, really long day to get over Snowdonia. So I mean, it just gets better and better. I mean, it's hard and it aches and it hurts, but it's a really awesome ride. So we're safe, we're good. We're going to finish our food, go up to the vaults in Shrewsbury and collapse in a heap on the floor. Thank you all again for your support. Please keep sharing that campaign page. And I will see a lot of you on the road. Hopefully, there's a few of you joining us still. So see you in the morning. Good night. Say good night to the rockers. Good
night.
Catch you soon.
Bye, everybody.